Have you ever wondered why you just react? And maybe it's with fear, maybe it's with anger, maybe it's with stepping back. And you just don't know why you have these reactions and why they affect you, or why situations affect you the way they do. It's really cool to see that we have them, because once you start to recognize them, it's not like they will suddenly just go away and you stop doing it. That may or may not happen, but you start to see that you have a choice. Firstly, you start to see that there's nothing wrong with that, which is really cool. The judgments stop. Beating yourself up afterwards, or feeling really guilty for doing something or saying something, that will cease. But more importantly is the pattern starts to change. By becoming more aware of who you are being, that you are opening up your ability to be more present, to be more conscious, to be more aware. And this awareness is actually your true nature. Awareness, aware of this moment, awareness, aware of life, awareness, aware of now, is actually your true nature, without thinking, without doubting, without fearful thoughts, without judgments. And it's super, super beautiful to notice this, or to start moving into this. So what can you do to actually start being more of who you are? And that's what meditation does. The Brightpath has a series of very simple techniques which are tailor-made for you, so that you can actually use them. They make sense to you, and what they do is mechanically move your attention into this moment. Super easy, super clean, super non-intrusive of any belief or religion or anything, which makes it super cool. Super. But why it's super cool is because it's so natural that anyone in the world can be experiencing this and using this, because it doesn't bump up against what you already believe, or maybe what you've been raised into, like a belief or a religion or anything. In fact, it enhances it, because if you're more present, it's going to enhance your relationship to the divine, right? But what you start to realize is that you can live this constantly. You can actually be aware of making the choice to be thinking or not be thinking. You can then start being aware of those reaction patterns not happening. So it's not like you tried to get rid of them. It's like they get replaced by you being aware. And that's super cool, because it means there's nothing wrong with you or with them, like I said earlier. But by you being more present, they just simply don't exist anymore. Because it's thought-based, right? A fear, what is a fear? A fear is, oh my God, something bad. So that's a thought. Oh my God, something is bad. Is you thinking. Then your body responds, your heart races, you, get wobbly knees or something. But if you're present, if you're simply aware, and then the same thing happens, perhaps that thought doesn't come into you. You don't think it, which means then the body doesn't respond. So there's no reaction. So we're not trying to push thoughts out or reactions out at all. It's by shifting your attention, you see your world differently, you respond differently, which is supernatural. Supernatural. Like a superhero. We're all superheroes when we meditate. Kind of are, because we're not caught up in the dream or the illusion. So it's kind of like this picture right now. Where is your attention? It could be on me, or it could be on the rock, or it could be on just the fact that you are looking, right? Who is looking? What is looking? Your eyes, right? So your attention has moved back inward. So now you're aware of being aware. Super easy, super natural. There we are again, supernatural. I love it. But it's who you are. We just don't do it, so it sounds A, too basic, and B, strange perhaps. But you start doing it, and then you're suddenly aware that you are present all the time. And it's easy. So this notion that meditation's hard, or I have no time, is absolute crap. Because it's naturally who you are. I don't have time to meditate. Well, what's that all about? I'm meditating right now. I love that. It's an actual choice of awareness. It's a choice of attention, no matter what you're doing. I mean, I get it if you think, oh, I've got to stop what I'm doing and sit somewhere and close my eyes and meditate. Then it feels like I have no time. So I get that. I understand that. What I'm saying is this practice is eyes closed and eyes open, which means now I am meditating. Isn't that wild? Because it's not a matter of just closing your eyes and thinking or focusing. The focus is natural and naturally happening. And so eyes open is natural as well. A lot of you are more present than you actually realize, but when you start to realize it, it becomes more concrete. It becomes more alive and more of a continuum, because you now realize instead of just falling in and out of being present, you're actually conscious of being present, which means when you're conscious of being present, it becomes permanent. That's simple. And it means that all those crazy things that we think about, like how I started this video, the fears, the anxiety, the depression, you start to create space between you and that. It becomes objective. And if it's objective, it's not you, you're subjective. So if you can see that, if you can observe that, if you can be aware of that, it's not who you are. Wild. I love it.